What's going on, everyone? It's the People's Envoy Updog here with you, and today I have a new updated Dark Promotion cost guide. And because Scopely decided to put the Mephisto red stars in the store, so I went ahead and just kind of did a really good touch up on the graphic, make it really stand out as far as like all the characters that you can get red stars from different modes like Dark Dimension or Scourges or Trials. So I hope this is a little bit better or easier to read or easier to understand. So let's go over it real quick, and then I have another graphic that a lot of people ask me all the time, like, hey, should I do Dormammu, or should I do, I don't know, Apocalypse for red stars or diamonds or whatever it is. So I did a tier list, essentially, for that as well. So we'll get into that here in a few minutes. But first off, I hope these little boxes with the background color helps it be more distinguishable. So you can tell, like, Ultimus, okay, yeah, you're gonna get 5 stars for free essentially, for doing Dark Dimension 3, and so on. So hopefully that's easier to tell, and then obviously have the diamond costs over here, the last 3 slots there. And then I decided not to do the little background box thing for the Horsemen, but it's basically the same thing here, just to kind of distinguish them between like Dark Dimension and Horseman characters. So that's what we got going on there. And let's see, APOC, I did APOC because he's kind of a special type of unlock as well. And let's see, we did Scroll, and then we added Mephisto. I was kind of surprised that he was the same cost as Scroll for the 6th and 7th red stars, so that was actually a pleasant surprise. I thought he was going to be more expensive. We'll see on the diamonds on this whole section here. Scroll, we got the diamond costs for him, super expensive on those. And we'll take a look here in just a second and see where all of these guys rank. Guys and gals, rather. So, here we go. I'm going to have both of these graphics on my Discord, of course, under the Brotherhood infographics section. So make sure to check that out. You can download them, share them, whatever you want to do. I just like making the graphics to help people, so. Alright, so the Dark Promotion investment list. Now this is going to be red stars and diamonds. So this is what I recommend to invest in. Obviously we have the trash category down here. There's not really a D. There's not really anybody in the D category right now. Maybe we'll have somebody. You could maybe put Zombie Iron Man in the D category, or I would anyway, because he's a kit character. He doesn't really need red stars. We got some free red stars, I think it was last year, maybe in like a battle pass or something, but I do not recommend putting stars on him at all. If Hela's alive, he just dies and revives. So, and then if you have him as a skirmisher, I had him at level gear 15 for longest time until we had that event where you needed like gear 18, so I just bumped him up to 18 because I had tons of gear to spare. So definitely don't recommend putting red stars on him. Maybe I'll move him when I update this graphic next, when we'll probably put in let's see, probably have Shadow King added, and then if there's any other characters added down the road, obviously I'll be updating it, but I might move him up. But for right now, we're going to keep him in the trash section. Ultron and Archangel obviously are joining him. Don't put red stars on Ultron, no matter what passionate player you see out there who loves Ultron. Don't do it. And then Archangel, he's lost a lot of his... yeah, he's lost a lot of his usefulness, and he's definitely been power crept, so definitely not worth putting red stars on him. So the next section we have is going to be Doom, Quicksilver, and Big Time. Now, right now, those three are very situational, and so I kind of put them, rank them. If they're the farthest over to the left, that means they're going to be more important in that category. So Ultron is the most important trash character, so most importantly, do not put red stars on him. But anyway, back to C. So Doom is probably the highest priority out of the C category, just because if you can get him to drop low and trigger a higher damage character, that's amazing. Also, or if you can feed him energy so that he can ult turn 1, 2, something like that. So yeah, that's why he's there in like the first position. As you're working your way down this list, obviously you want to start in the S tier, work on those characters first. But it's kind of a toss-up. These two guys could be swapped. But War Defense for Big Time. He does have some situational uses in other modes, but definitely he does not need the reds or diamonds on him. Again, like, you can make him a skirmisher and he'll do just fine. So, at landing his abilities and what he needs to do. So then the next thing up, or next category, is the B category. Now this is we're getting a little bit tougher to try and place these characters. So Dorm, for me, is an automatic B. Like, he's not quite the A tier, but he's always going to be useful for his revive. Red Hulk, I was kind of torn. Like, I kind of wanted to put him in between A and B, because he has some uses, especially if you having diamonds on him. He can still be pretty powerful, but I ended up putting him in the B tier along with Morgan. They still, like I said, they still have their uses, but they are starting to see their decline. And Nova and Black Cat, I use them quite a bit still, although most of the time, like in plug and play situations, so that's why they're in the B tier. And yeah, and Black Cat is at the end here, because like if you were to look at doing diamonds on her, that's probably not necessary, because of her mechanics with her death proofs and everything that she spawns with. So it's not as important to put diamonds on her as it is some of these other ones. So that's why she's at the end. All right, so the A tier, we have Ultimus. He's number 1 in the A tier for a reason. Now, I contemplated putting him in the S tier just because of he's got the new stats. His rework was great, and then he's super cheap on the the diamonds and the red stars, really. Let's see. Yeah, he's what? 2,250. So not too bad total for the 7 reds. And then the diamonds, just under 1,000 is crazy for all 3. So that almost makes the S tier for me, but he's situational again. So yeah, I'm not using him necessarily every day or every mode. Almost. He's like so close. He could have been between S and A, just like Red Hulk was A and B. So I kept him in the A tier for now. So we'll see if he moves up or down. See if there's any other uses for him down the road. But I think A is a good spot for him now. And then Rogue, if you get her, especially if you get her into diamonds, she still is a really good tank and a really good character, plug and play character, or just a character in general with X-Men characters. So I think that's why she makes the A tier as well, even ahead of Skrull. So Skrull, we got the 1 diamond on him from Scopely, which was great, I thought anyway, because I hadn't put diamonds on him yet. So but yeah, if you're looking to invest higher into him, I think he's definitely in the A category, just not quite as high. And same goes with Mephisto too. Like, yes, his diamond, if you put diamonds on him, or if you get that 7 red on him, he will have better stats, he'll survive a little better, but he doesn't do like a crazy amount of damage like, let's say, like an Old Man Logan or an APOC Punch or something like that. So that's why he's in the A tier. And Captain Britain, I have 1 diamond on him right now, just from the initial release event that he had. But he's not like a character that I use every day, I guess. I mean, sometimes, I don't know. I'll use him in war sometimes. But I don't think he's like one of those ones that's like a go-to character. Like, if you need a pre-taunt tank, or not a pre-taunt tank, if you need a tank, you go straight to him. He's not that kind of character. And so that's why he's towards the end. He's still going to be good, but not great, I guess. Then we get to the S tier. I think APOC is the best character to invest in for diamonds and red stars. He's still going to be able to basically kill somebody after he ults and he does his empowered basic, or darn near close, kill them with that. So the higher the red stars or diamonds you have, the better, the more impactful that punch is going to be. And then second to invest in, according to me, or what I would say anyway, is Black Knight. Just because he, at 3 diamonds, he's super hard to get through. And he'll retaliate and hurt you as you're attacking him even more. So the more stats on him, the better. The more he can tank and all that. So that's why he's there. Green Goblin might be a little bit of a controversial choice, but I think since you're using him in Crucible, using him in War, both teams are still going to be great, I think, for quite a while. Or both modes, I guess, he'll be great in for quite a while still, so I think it's still a safe investment to put him at the top. And I put 3 diamonds on him maybe like 2 months ago or so, and I haven't regretted it yet. So it's been well worth it. Now, Zombie Juggernaut might be a little bit more controversial, or might be controversial as well, but I think, you know, with the Undying team going to probably be around for another 2 years, maybe 3 for War, then I think he'll be worth it, just for that fact. But also, he's a pre-taunt tank, and pre-taunt tanks are always going to be important, I think, in this game. And the bigger you have him, the better you'll be off, and it'll definitely pay off over the long run, too. So, and then Old Man Logan, we don't have diamonds for him. As you can see, these 3 here, Mephisto, Captain Britain, and Old Man Logan, we don't have diamonds yet, but he definitely will be that in that S tier, but towards the end, just because I think once you get him high enough, he's just gonna do about the same amount of damage anyway. So maybe like a 2 diamonds on him would be fine. I don't think you have to go all the way to 3, but he'll still be worth the investment, I think. So there you go. Make sure you check those out on my server in the Brotherhood infographics section, and keep an eye out for more graphics. I'm getting back into doing some of those. I'm thinking about doing more of the team graphics where it shows T4s and all that. Just because my good pal Benny Westside is no longer playing Marvel Strike Force, so I feel like you know, that part of content creation is a little bit lacking, I guess, like not as much content in that area. So keep a lookout for those, and until next time, make sure you spend those resources wisely there, and we will see you around.